Hello, I'm John Proxy on channel John on the West, and I'm having a witness adventure, or the witness adventure, whatever sounds more grammatically correct. Now, this is 4 different puzzles that I solved earlier on. They form parts of mazes. Now, in between the videos, I have to spend like 20-25 minutes burning it, so it has the beginnings and ends of my, the little music cues and the thank yous for watchings that I like to put on, basic editing. That takes time, so with my time I decided to take photographs of the solutions, which I thought was slightly more sensible than spending 20 minutes drawing them. So you can sort of see there, there's the that's the 4th puzzle there. Now, let's assume I started top, bottom, left, then worked my way around clockwise. Sorry, I'm reversed, so like that. Like that. So, that looks correct, but can I actually do that? Can I just draw in the solutions? Because I certainly could not before. So let's do this. So this is the solution to the first puzzle. That isn't. Like so. Now I flip to the second solution. Oh my word, this looks like it might work. Right, flip over to the third solution. Here's where I get cheated. Maybe that? Right, it starts. Okay. It was good until there. How do I do this then? I've got to get the correct order, I imagine. Well, one of those bottom ones has to be last. Right. Basically, it starts here where my cursor is now, and it does this. Hang on. Oh, stupid phone. Let's place it down on the ground and tilt it. No. Okay, it was tilted. Right, I'm an idiot. Sorry. So yeah, when I say I took photos of the solutions, I took photos of my solutions by watching my video. I didn't go to any website. That's cheating. Even though I did already solve the puzzles, I felt like it would be cheating doing that. And then finally, right, that's upside down. Okay, cool. Yes. This is sweet if this is correct. Yes! Oh, but now I have to do this one. Oh, do I? What's going on here? What's all this then? Oh, there's more to go. It's not finished. If this was any other game, I'd be really worried right now. It's still doing stuff. It's going back up. Ooh. There we go. Sweet. I've made a laser go up there. Fantastic. Okay. But it makes me think, maybe this is... Oh, they're never the same solution, are they? No, let's not have that attitude. Maybe it's the same solution. Maybe I was overthinking this and I can take the path, but I hadn't rotated them properly. Right? Which would mean What would it mean, John? Right, so the dots, the solution to dots is... It says it's that. Which one's dots? That's dots. Right, I did this before and it didn't work, but let's try it again. Solutions to dots is this. And that is the correct way up. There's only one way dots can be done. I mean, now it can be done. Originally there was only one way dots could be done because there was broken bits. Which this seems to be showing actually. And that's the exit. That's the exit there. Now, the next one is that one there. And it doesn't start there. In fact, nothing starts from that exit position. As far as I know. That's centre, that's corner, that's corner, that's corner, that's corner, that's centre. Well, that's the only one that starts on the 2. So it can't be done. That doesn't transfer like that. Which is a right bastard. I'm still really, really happy that this worked. And yeah, because the reason I took the photographs is because you can't glean the solutions by looking down. And but they say on those little things, so I could have, even in game, could have run down, looked at it, run up. Oh god, no, not without a piece of paper. You know what? I might be able to figure out the solution to this. Let's go do something else. We did this so quickly. I'm so happy with this that I'm going to go run it off and do something else. Right, I've learned something. I've learned how to solve certain puzzles, right? Surely. And I've got a laser pointing to a mountain. That's fantastic. I like that. I have noticed though, but when I'm deep thinking about a puzzle, I start talking like this. I get really boring. I apologise for that. My brain must just go, concentrate, John. Yeah, I'm pressing the wrong button to run. Why did you... No, John. Don't leave. Bloody hell. Move this closer as well, so I can be a little bit louder. No, that's correct. Hang on. It doesn't really matter. All the doors are open. Right, I just want to get out of here, yeah? Where's the way out? Of course, I originally missed the way in because that part of the video went missing, so... Let's just explore somewhere else. Like a cross. What's that over there? Should we look at the town quickly first? Let's go back to the town. The village. The village of panels, as I called it. And I solved one of these. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up this. Right, I might have learnt since the last time I was here. Where is it? Right. I was looking at this, and I was thinking... No, I'm still not sure. But, no, I tried this on paper. And I still have no goddamn... Like, as far as I can tell, the only way it could be done is like that. That's the only way. It either has to be that. No, hang on. No, that made no sense, didn't it? Like this. Oh my god, that worked! And that's kind of clever. Okay. They're all yellow so they can be touching. Alright, cool. We've learned something. We've learned something. That might help us with other puzzles. Okay. Alright. It's giving us a view. There's another statue. Oh god, if it's this one. If it's... Oh. Where's the end? Right, it's a line of them. Alright, easy peasy, I can do these. Can I do these? Oh, yeah, there we go. Next. Next. Nope. Nope. Alright, if I were to literally make a beeline for those whites, which I couldn't. If I were to literally make a beeline for the blacks, I couldn't. Black has to be solved like that. I know that's incorrect, game. Damn. Doing so well. I still want to know, did the panel I do before unlock the orchard with the vein trees? Okay. How do I separate the middle white from the black? That was accidental. That's neat though. Right, I have to... It has to end there because it has to go through the dot, which you can barely see, but there's a dot right there on the right. Sorry, it's really confusing having both sides at once. Okay. Ah, that black is included. That would be fine, but there's a white and a black in the middle. So it's not fine. I could solve this problem by no, I couldn't. That's it, right? That's it? What was wrong? No, I needed to... I know there's a white in the middle there. So I encompass that white as well. So, like that. That's correct, right? That feels correct. What was wrong with that one? Right, I'm just going to make the same pattern again. See if I can figure out what I did wrong. Well, I know that's wrong. Yeah, I know I didn't include that. Okay. That is separate, but it doesn't get that piece there. And if I grab that piece there, I'm suddenly putting a black with the two whites. Right, maybe I'm thinking of this all wrong. Doesn't feel like I'm... Right, I spotted a crash this time. I can't do that. It has to end there. Right? So this might be one for a piece of paper, because if I can work this out backwards, it might be easier. What if I do this? Doesn't it make some sense, you idiot? That's it, right? Yes! What I need to do... Oh, it's the last one, actually. I was going to say I need to stop figuring stuff out after crashes, because it looks suspicious. But these videos are going out on release day. There aren't guides. Not... And I wouldn't care if there was. I'd have to be stupid, like tremendously stuck to even consider one. Might happen one day. Oh, I was about to say, no, it's a really super easy one. Hang on, how the hell do I have something in there? What it would need to do, it would need to encompass that one there. No. No. If I grab that one there, I can't do the solution. Because that black's in there. Yes! No. Oh, bollocks. I think I'm closer with that. Do I have to go to the end? Could I just do this? Well, yeah, but then it would be the rest. There'd be those two blues. Right, do I have to encompass this? Could I just do this? Yes. It wouldn't work because that one up there is there. That dot is a bastard. Solving without the dot's easy. There, I did that accidentally. I know that's not without the dot, but that's not how easy it is to do it not with the dot. Yeah, I'm just going to take a random shape and then... I broke it before I even began it. Nope. That's terrible. That's the shortest possible thing, right? And that, both of those work so far. Even this works. All it needs is to encompass one more. Is that it? That's cool. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of like a different thought, you know, a different method of thinking. That's cool. Wish I could explain how I did that, but because the problem is watching back, it's just me going, and then I think I do this, and then I think I do that, and I'm like, well, I've not clearly explained myself, and there's not really a lot I can do about that because when you're solving puzzles, it isn't your brain's, you can't articulate the abstract things you're doing. Well, I can't. Right, so I've opened that door. I just haven't opened this door. So, let's work on opening that door. This is cool. I know this isn't correct. Right, I have a random set of notes from a really previous episode. Where have they gone? And they are not compatible in the slightest. Okay, cool. Let's go upstairs to the church. Alright, that is clearly a puzzle thing. Yeah, that hole. That's a puzzle solution, right? Right? Is that not a puzzle solution? That's a dot and a line. The problem is this game teaches you to see puzzle solutions everywhere. Maybe that's the point. What it isn't, however, is a solution to this particular puzzle. I don't think so anyway. I think it's too big. Need one of those huge puzzles. So this must make sense somehow. There must be a reason why it's that. And there's only so many solutions it could be, to be honest. And if I wanted to take the longest path, something like that would do it, but to be honest, I would have felt bad if I guessed anyway. So let's see if there's solutions around the church. Right. I can tell you that I know that those 3 dots. Let's have a look. Hang on. Where was it? Was it up there? No, where the hell was it? Up there. Not that one. That was 3 straight lines, and they are all within. There we go. That one there. That I can't point at it, unfortunately. Yeah, I can. That one there is not in that one, is it? It's within the general shape. That's all I needed to know. Which means I don't have to try and fit a load of these. Where is it? There it is. I don't have to fit it in there. It's all sorts of... Yeah. Since it has to end there, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, hang on. That 6 there. That 6 there. Right, so 3 there. 3 there and there. So that's the first one there. This is the second one. There. This is the third one. There. This is the fourth one. There. And this is the 5th one. There. Bollocks. That made sense to me. They don't have to be angled right. They're tilted. I didn't angle them right anyway. I don't know what this means. Maybe it means they can't, none of them can be touching. I'm going to say none of them can be touching. That makes sense to me. So, I do what I did before. No, what I did before doesn't make any sense anymore. Yes, it does. 6 there. That's 2 there. That's 2 there. Hang on. Can I do this? No. Damn. That might be even worse. It's not enough. I need... I need that bit there. Is it that they need to be all touching, or maybe they all have to be encompassed? Right, if they all have to be encompassed, then that's easy, right? That's... There. That's 3, plus those 6. That's 4, plus these. Now... No. made sense to me. That made sense to me. I can't remember how long the video's been either, because I had to cut it in two. Was it 18? Was it 12? The last video went on a bit long, so I can go on a bit longer. I don't know what these mean. I have no idea what the hell this means. Alright, let's think about this. What could they mean? Do I have to group them up or split them up? Because if I have to group... It's impossible to group them all up like so. There we go. Nope. There we go. Right? None of the colours are with each other. That makes sense? None of the yellows are touching yellows, are in the same areas as yellows. None of the purples are in the same areas as purples. Oh, come on, that made sense to me. How would you even do the other way around? You can't. Maybe, hang on, I'm going to do what I did again. Because I'm sure that's the only thing that makes sense. That has to be there. That has to be there. Maybe they all have to be the same size. Those reds, okay. See, that has two reds next to each other. How did I do it before? Did I have two reds together like that before? I don't know if I did. And that has two... Well, that's even worse, because that has two loads of things. Right, then we do this. That's cut all them up. That's cut them up. It's not cut those blues up, so... No. Oh, those reds are together. I think I'm on the right track. There were two blues next to each other, but I think everything else is split up. So how would I deal with that? No. No. I don't even know if that's what I'm supposed to be doing with that one. What else is there? I think I'll let you go. I don't know what to name this one. I've solved some puzzles, but... Right. No, this one's easy, right? I have to do this. That's the only way to get that puzzle piece in. And then I figure out the rest of them there. That's wrong, though. That isn't the only way to keep the puzzle piece in. It's just... This is another way of putting that puzzle piece in. There's only 2 methods. There we go. Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Yes! Bollocks, it's a line of them. Didn't see that one there. Right. There are... A dot. I need to have a single dot. How the hell do I do that? Hang on. It is my experience that you need to start the shape in the corner. And there are only 2 methods of doing that. This or this. Everything else will not give you the side. I have no goddamn clue how you even get that spot by itself, if that's indeed what it wants. Right. No, 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 I'm wrong. I'm wrong. You can still do this. Right? But that spot isn't by itself. Also, how the hell do I get that spot by itself? Like, I can't enclose a spot. That's impossible. You can't enclose a spot. Like, you can't have the 4th side around. You can have 2, and if it's next to a wall, what? That's not right. Unless it's this. Which is wrong. This is also wrong. Right. About this. Doesn't make any sense to me, and it's wrong. Wrong. Can't have that, it leaves the dot. Right, it has to be one of 4 ways. This way, which leaves 2 that's ungettable. This way, hang on, how do I even draw that? Okay, I don't know what that dot by itself means. But I'm going to let you go. Well, let's have a quick look at this one. There's nothing down here, John. Yes. Hang on, how did I... Okay, I better let you go. I know that this still exists here. This is a puzzle solution for something, but God knows what. Those things there. Right. I've been John Proxy and John West. I've been having a witness adventure. I'll see you guys next time.